Yo, what's up, fight fans? Welcome to the breakdown with Christian. So today we're going to be breaking down the upcoming fight between Danny Garcia and Errol Spence Jr., which happens this Saturday. Really excited to see Errol Spence back in action. So for Danny Garcia, what I would say is use your left hook. He has a great left hook. So you want to use your left hook to counter the jab. Now, since Errol Spence is a southpaw, one of the great weapons you could use against a southpaw is a left hook over the top of their jab. So as he throws, Danny could come around this way and catch him with that left hook. Now for Danny's side, what I would try to do is I would try to pull on Spence's jab. So for example, I'm here, Spence's jab is going to be coming in. I would pull on it and then come back with my left hook. So jab comes in, pull, make him miss just by an inch or so. Now he's in range, you get your left hook off. Another thing you could do is you can catch. Usually for a southpaw, one of the good things to do is catch with your the jab with your left hand, with your lead hand. You could catch, you could shoot your right hand. If I'm Danny, again, since my left hook is one of my best weapons, maybe try to catch the jab with your right hand, fire back that left hook. Rather than catching and firing a jab, catch, fire the left hook over his extended right arm. The other thing I would do is if I'm Danny Garcia, I want to lead with right hands. I want to lead with hard right hands to the chest, hard right hands to the body. So basically what I mean is just throwing right hand lead punches, just straight in. You know, maybe blind him, throw something up to blind him, and just shoot those punches to the body. Now what that's going to do is that's going to bring Spence's guard down. And again, opening up for that left hook. Everything is really angling for you to get your best punch off, which is your left hook. So you can blind him, shoot to the body. Blind him, shoot to the chest. Blind him, shoot to the body. And then you could blind him, shoot one, come over the top too. So that's another thing that I would do. Or you could also work a double jab. You could work a double jab, left hook. Throw double jab, to get the guard up. Double jab, come out with a left hook, or double jab, right hand, left hook. If I'm Danny Garcia, one of the things you could also do is throw 4-punch combinations. One of the things Errol Spence has a tendency to do, since he utilizes the high guard often, is if you throw, let's say, 4 punches, 1, 2, 3, 4, in quick succession at his head, he's going to back up and he's going to high guard. This opens up the body. So if you're Danny, just throw 4 punches, rapid succession, 1, 2, 3, 4, bang, and then you can shoot to the body with either hand. And again, all in an attempt to break his guard, try to break that great guard that he has down. So you could throw 4 up top and then unload to the body and then get out of there. I feel like Danny has to operate in the mid-range. He doesn't want to be at long range. That's where Spence wants him. Spence has the reach advantage. He's going to have the height advantage. Danny's going to have to come in mid-range and in close to really get his shots off. You don't want Spence to just keep you outside. And the last thing for Danny is I would say he has to initiate. He has to be first. What I mean by that is he's got to be the first one throwing punches. He can't be reactive. He can't try to counter Errol Spence. Again, given that Spence has the reach advantage and the size advantage, and Errol, he's got great feet. He's very good at distance control. So if you're going to wait for him to get off before you do, he's just going to pick you apart from the outside. Now, for Spence, my suggestion would be everything behind the jab. Everything we do, working off that jab. Use it to control the distance. Use that to keep him outside. And then from there, Spence is so good because from there he can work the body as well. He doesn't have to be in close. He's great at working the body in close, but he can work the body from the outside with jab up top, and then jab to the stomach. He throws a great straight left hand to the body. And again, given that he has the reach advantage, those are going to be, I think, great tools. For Errol, I would say set traps is another thing. Set traps. For example, I would throw a weak double jab just to bait Danny in. I would throw to just something weak, something that Danny can see coming. And when Danny tries to counter with that left hook over the top, roll under it, and then bang him to the body. So you just throw something weak, 1, 2, and then just to bait that counter. And when you see that counter, boom, now you're on the inside, boom, boom, working the body. Sorry, I just hit the table there. So that would be one thing. Just set those kind of traps to bait Danny to come in. And then you could get on the inside of him. You could work that body a little bit, work uppercuts upstairs from the inside. And the last thing I would say is for Errol is to use your range to force Garcia to overcommit. So what I mean is, as he's using that range and keeping Danny outside, keeping the fight wherever he wants it, try to get Danny using feints, using the range. Danny sometimes has a tendency to, when he throws punches, he literally will turn his head. He'll turn his head and just wing punches this way and this way. Now, if you can frustrate him enough and get him outside, keep him outside, keep him with the jab, long range, and then he starts doing that. I mean, with Spence's great angles, his great footwork, he throws something where he's not looking. If he throws, let's say, a left hook where his head is turned, I mean, Spence, you could just angle off, like I said, roll under. And I mean, you've got this whole side now to work where he's not going to see things coming. And as he turns back, you could turn him into right hooks, straight left hands, and things like that. So overall, if I had to make a prediction, Danny Garcia is a very, very tough fighter. Overall, I would give the nod to Spence. The biggest question is how he's going to look after the car accident. Hopefully he looks, like he used to, like the Errol Spence we knew. But I'm going to say that Errol Spence wins a decision. I think it's going to be, if he's anywhere close to what he was, I think it'll be decisive. And but I think Danny is game, so I'm not going to say he's going to get knocked out. Danny is a tough guy, but I just feel he doesn't have the tools really to beat Errol Spence Jr. I mean, I just think between the footwork, hand speed, these things, Danny's, there's certain areas where I feel he's lacking. So I'm going to go with Errol Spence Jr., and I am going to go with him by decision. I think it's going to look very similar to the Mikey Garcia fight. So, guys, that is my breakdown and, prediction. And let me know in the comments if there's anything that, any other topics you guys want me to discuss or break down. But hopefully, listen, guys, have a great time this Saturday. Enjoy the fights. Hopefully we get a good one. And I will see you guys next time.